And we are recording. All right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. My name is Mr. Adasa, and this is Conserve Your Energy. And today's special guest is Miss Petra Parker, the owner of For Agents by Agents, powered by Radius. And this is someone that I know personally, and I thought it would be fitting to introduce her to you, the audience, and hopefully in this conversation, we'll be able to figure out why I believe that it was fitting that I introduce her to you. How are you doing today, Miss Parker?
Today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, Mr. Adasa. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. I'm really liking this podcast thing. I'm getting used to this. So why don't you begin by just kind of giving us a brief introduction into who you are? Let us know who you are. Don't go into too much depth, but just let us know who you are and your company, and then we'll go from there.
Well, hello, everyone. As Mr. Dawson said, I'm Petra Parker, and I am a native from Atlanta and have been in real estate since 2003 successfully. And prior to that, I was doing marketing. And so I did internet and social media marketing and worked, of course, retired from corporate America at an early age. And I have been on my own doing business for over 20 years now. So, with that said, my passion is helping agents with whether they want to be in the career of real estate and why, and then by doing seminars that get in depth as far as who they are and where they want to be, as well as seminars for people that are looking at a career change or adding on to their portfolio. So that brought me to doing pre-license and career seminars with mostly real estate school.
So after years of doing real estate yourself, you decided that you wanted to share the gift of real estate with others, helping them to become real estate professionals in their own right.
Correct.
Am I am I to understand that that's where we're going here?
I hope so
Okay.
because basically,
So your passions are, and I asked you about this prior to us. What was that? There's a little bit of a delay
you're
on this,
talking about.
but your passion is God first, family, and helping other people every day, which is hope. HOPE. Why
Yes.
God?
Why God is in
Yeah.
everything that we do on a daily basis. He actually, if you do, when I do things without including Him in my work, everyday work, or even in my life, I tend to not accomplish the mission that He has given me. Because all of us are given a gift, and it comes from Him. So yes, I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. But at the same time, God is in the middle of everything that I do, especially when it comes to helping other people, my family, and others.
And family. Can you tell us a little bit about your family? Just not, you don't have to go into too much detail, but just tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I was blessed to have three daughters that I raised as a single mom. My daughters are all grown and they have their own families. They have blessed me with 12 grandchildren from 30 down from the age of 30
12.
down to the age of 9. Yeah, I have 12. And I have three and a half
Okay.
great grandchildren. So y'all, if I can do this, so can you.
That's not what we're selling. We're not selling children. That- that's not what we're selling today. So
But that's my family.
okay, okay, excellent. Excellent. And your third passion is helping other people every day. So, what was it in real estate? Because I know there may be some people that are watching and that may personally have an interest in getting into real estate. And one of the things that you need to understand is that Atlanta, and this may go nationwide, but here in Atlanta, I think Atlanta is number one for fraud in real estate because everyone wants to get in it, but no one wants to cover the legal basis to make sure that they're protected. Um, Briefly tell us how complicated is it to be a real estate agent? Is it something that anyone can do? Do you need to have a certain skill set already when you're embarking upon that journey into real estate? What does it actually entail?
Well, what I'm so passionate about, it's a it's like being a doctor or a lawyer. Do you want just anybody help working on your body? Anyone that without a skill to work on your physical body? Do you want a lawyer that doesn't know or specialize in what they can do to help you either stay out of jail, keep you out of jail, or even manage your life savings and your family heritage? Real estate is one of those. So you have to be licensed and keep it active and stay on top of things as a licensed agent. You are licensed by the Georgia Real Estate Commission. If you do business outside of that, you are doing business illegally. What
So
happens?
does that apply in every state as well? Like if someone in California is interested in getting into real estate, they have to abide by that state's rules. And I'm assuming that every state has different sets of rules that apply.
It is. You actually we are managed and overseen, and we're overseen by the federal government. I don't know if people realize it that, our national debt, how high it is, and why we're not bankrupt is because guess what? Because the value of property in land in the United States, every state, yeah, has its laws, but it's the value of the property. Do you realize the value of the property in the United States is 3 to 4 times higher than our national debt? And people ask, I asked one of my brokers, I said, well, who manages that property? Who manages the value of what we have that covers our national debt? And guess what the answer is, y'all? Realtors. We as real estate agents have a responsibility to help keep the value where it needs to be to override the debt of our national debt. So when you're looking at the national debt, think about the properties you're driving by and you look at. We as agents, that's why we're licensed to manage it. We take it as a serious responsibility because the value that we have here in the United States is higher than ever. And guess what? That's why you have people from overseas and everywhere that wants to purchase here in the United States.
And
Because
see, that opens up a whole nother conversation that
we're
I
not
may
doing
deal
that
with.
today.
Because yeah, we're not gonna get into that today because that's how my brain works. That's already sparking like, okay, so China bought up half the
Yeah,
paper here in the United States, so China owns us. But that's a whole nother
that's
conversation.
another
So
conversation.
that's so. I want to keep this very brief because you are someone that I would like to at one point have back and to go more in depth because we are going to be working together on bringing in individuals that are interested in being real estate professionals. But if you could briefly tell me how complicated is the process? How long, if someone is thinking that they may want to get into this, how long does a process actually take before you, from the time that you started to the time that you're actually licensed, once you pass the exam? How long does that take?
Well, in any business that you start, you're going to have some hiccups. So you give yourself, once you have your license, because it does take going through classes and passing exams. You pass the school exam, then you have to pass the state exam. And the terminology used in real estate, even though it looks like regular English, is totally different. What an acre means to somebody that's not in real estate, to based on what someone is in real estate, the terms are used differently. So there are so many different ways and language that we use in real estate that's a part of the educational part of it. Now, once you get your license, learning how to apply it, what you use, is a lot different because you've got contracts that you need to abide by. You have to make sure that you're representing your buyer or seller appropriately, whether it's commercial or it's residential, whether it's just land, whether you choose to do warehousing. All of them come with different criteria and specialization. It's very similar to if I'm an attorney. Do I do criminal law? Do I do um, personal law? Do I do represent businesses? All of those you specialize in, and you want the person, you as an individual, want to first get out in residential, so that's the easiest one and the fastest sale. You can real estate also is about helping someone buy and sell their business. That's a part of the real estate criteria, and you can specialize in those. But when you first get your license, it does take about 2 to 3 years before you actually feel comfortable in knowing what you're doing in supporting and helping your clients. That's like in any business. You don't
But it
jump
doesn't
out and
take that long. Like, what would you say on average? How long does it take to get your license, to go through the
well, to
process?
actually get your license and stuff. You can go through the university and take the 4 years. So they do have classes. Or
Okay.
you can get your license, like that's what I offer right now, is I offer pre-license to get you acclimated and to help you pass the exam. It could take you 2 months or it could take you 3 weeks based on how many hours and commitment you as an individual. It took me, I decided to go the traditional way and go to in class and 3 hours in class for 6 weeks. So it took me 6 weeks. Okay. For people that take pre-license courses with me, we actually work on doing it within 2 weeks.
Okay.
So if you're that dedicated, you do online and you come to see me in person, and we coach you and we test you after each chapter to make sure that the information is being sustained in your, because it's a lot. It's a lot of information, y'all. I promise you. But the Georgia Real Estate Commission does not require you to take the exam in 3 weeks, but you do have to take it within that year that you start class. So it's up to you as
Okay.
an
Okay.
individual.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
And we won't give the address and right here, but we will be offering classes here at my office, at our
Yes,
office, because
yes.
yes, we will be doing classes here.
It will
So what
start
I'd
in May.
like to do, and we're starting in May.
Yes.
So if you could just give us just a little, to give your name, your contact information, how you'd like people to contact you if they're interested in becoming real estate professionals, and just a closing word, if you would.
All right. Thank you. Um, of course, it's Petra, Petra Parker. I think you can see that in the name. My email address is info. Is it on there?
No, it's not on there, but your name is there, but
Yes.
the info part. So go ahead and give them that.
Info at four agents, that's FORAGENTS, by agents, AGENTS.com was the name of the company. That's .com. So you send that,
So
that's
for
an email to
agents
me.
by agents.
It's for agents by agents. Info at 4agentsbyagents.com. My phone number, I think, is on there, but it's 678-913-7838. We will be sending out flyers. We're looking for us on Facebook. It'll also be on Adassa's website as well. And we will be having seminars. There'll be our seminars in the evening, a few days a week. Those are just an hour, so you can get to ask your question, get more details about it. The seminars are free, the classes are not. So just check this out, and once you reach out to me, I'll send you all the detailed information, how to register. We will have classes here in May, July, and September. So it's up to you to how soon you want to do it, as well as you're not required to start selling when you first get your license. You can choose other options, but we can talk about that at one of our career seminars. All right? Is that what you needed, Adolpha?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Miss Parker, for joining us this evening. We
Thank you for
appreciate your
having me.
time. And as you know, with Conserve Your Energy, it's all about talking about those things that are, well, talking about only those things that are absolutely necessary that can progress us forward. We're not into regression here, only into forward progression. And we appreciate your time. We appreciate the information. And I will have contact information on this as well. Thank you, and you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Peace.